Now, when you set up your rules, you do need the proper trigger sequence. So we're going to show you what sort of things you should be doing, main priorities you should be looking at, and how to set up your criteria profile on Scale Insights.
I'm Brandon James from KickstartPPC. We're an Amazon PPC agency and Scale Insights partner. We've been using Scale Insights to make sure things are done in the proper way and in the way that we optimize.
Now, creating your trigger sequence is going to be very important because this is what's going to determine what rules run and when. So let me show you how to set this up. And by going into criteria profile and under any of the rule automations, you'll be able to do this. And you'll come to this page where you have full control of everything that you're targeting. So make sure and name it so that you can identify what you've actually set up. And if you do have a ton of these, you can make sure and set it up under a specific rule type, just so it's easier for you to find. If you want it under placement rule, bidding rule, or all of them, you can do that. That's fine. Now, what you want to look at is, so what exactly you're going to get out of this. Are you looking at clicks? Are you looking at ACoS, conversion rates, click-through rates? All of these things matter at the end of the day because this is what's going to determine what rules run and when. So, for example, if you have a bidding rule applied, you might want that there's at least 30 clicks before it works. If you want a certain rule to run, you might want that if a campaign's had a lot of clicks, say 100 or 200 clicks, then that rule won't run. So there's a maximum and a minimum there. So for example, you could have the rules only touch campaigns that are new and only work on campaigns that aren't over a certain criteria. Same goes for conversion rate. Anything that's maybe over a 10% conversion rate, you might not want the rule to touch, but anything that's over a 1%, you might want it to work on. Or even if it's like 0.2. And this can go the other way, right? So for example, you could have that a conversion rate of 10 at a minimum. This automates it in a specific way that maybe it increases the bids, it increases the cost per click, and based on the ACoS being at say a minimum of 10% and a maximum of 15%, this rule will apply. Got a lot of freedom here of what you do, and even you could go as far as sales, spend, and ROAS. So the main things you're going to be looking at are conversion rate, ACoS potentially, clicks, orders, and obviously cost per click. You might want it to be a minimum cost per click. So, that could be say minimum of 50 cents and a maximum cost per click of say $6. So you're not running this automation when your cost per click is too high. So what you need to do is select all of this, make it the way you want it, and click create. And at this point, all you need to do is go to the one you've set up and that criteria profile will be active. Simple as that. You can apply it to any of these rules that have the ability to have it applied, and then you should be good to go. Now, when it comes to actually determining what keywords to use, you can either go into the search and reports themselves, pull from the search and reports, find what keywords aren't working, or you can set up an automation. So you can have it that say, if a keyword gets say 50 clicks with no sales or 30 clicks with no sales, that automatically gets negative exacted. But you need to be aware that if it is a phrase match, that could potentially affect keywords that do perform well. So you do need to be very careful on what you add in as a negative. Same goes with the whitelist. You don't want to add something in that maybe you think is a good performing term, but then doesn't ultimately become a good term for your brand. So having that balance between the two, you need to know your brand very well, what keywords are relevant, and not only what's relevant, but what actually converts. Because a keyword that you might think is the best fit might need a bit more description and need to be longer tail for it to actually convert for you. We hope you enjoyed the content, found it useful, and were able to implement some of these rules on your Scale Insights account. If you need more help with your Amazon PPC, Scale Insights, check our content out. We've got tons of content out here that will help you out if you're a Scale Insights or Amazon PPC user. If you need help with your Amazon PPC that goes beyond our training videos, contact us below, KickstartPPC.com. We'll help you out and find a way to sort your brand out. Until next video, hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you soon. Bye.